Welcome to Mishna study Masechet Shekalim Perek Zayin Mishna Zayin. Let's Mishna this Perek, and now we're going to continue with the 7 decrees of the Betin. So Al Hamelach Ve'al Ha'etzim Sheyu HaKohanim Neotim Bahem. Right, when it comes to the salt and the wood, right, for fire, that the Kohanim are allowed to benefit from it, right, meaning specifically for korbanot, right, but the Kohanim are allowed to benefit from these, from the salt and the wood, and we don't say, oh, you're not allowed to use it at all. But parenthetically, they're not allowed to use it for chulin, right? They can't use it for their own personal meat, right? Just for the korbanot meat that they're going to eat. Ve'ala para, also when it comes to para adama, shelo yehu mo'alin be'afara, right? Then when it comes to para aduma, that you're not shelo yehu mo'alim, it's not considered me'ilah if a person uses its efer, it's uses the ashes of the para aduma. So just a little background. In general, mideoraita, you're also not mo'el, right? You also there's no concept of me'ilah, misusing property of the kodesh. Right, when it comes to para aduma, the pasuk says hatat hi, right? The para itself, right, is the cow itself, the red heifer itself is considered a hatat. That your mo'el melamed shemo'alim ba, right? We have to get mo'el. If you misuse the para aduma, then you have to bring a korban me'ilah and pay it back. Ve'en mo'alim ba'afara. But when it comes to the ashes, there is no concept of me'ilah. That's the din of the Torah. But what happened? They saw. Hachamim saw the Kohanim were misusing the ashes. They'd go ahead and they put it on their wounds, right, in order for healing purposes. So they made a gezerah, right? They made a gezerah that they should be, right? They made a gezerah now that even when it comes to the ashes of the para aduma, you also mu'el, right? You also there's a concept of misusing it, and you have to bring a korban me'ilah and everything that comes along with it. Now, what happened? Our Mishnah says, the Chachamim made a takana shelo yehu mo'alim ba'afara. Later, after that gezerah, Chachamim made, and they saw that the Kohanim weren't misusing it anymore. So they made a new takana, right? Shelo yehu mo'alim ba'afara, that you would not be mo'el when it comes to the efer para aduma. Right, so our Mishnah is talking about the takana afterwards. The deoraita is the same law as the takana, right? I mean, deoraita, you're not mu'el when it comes to the ashes. They made a gezerah that you should be, and then later they made a takana that you wouldn't. Now the Mishnah continues, right? So Rambam explains this, that when it comes to the nested birds, if they found one of them to be pasul, right, one of the birds to be pasul, that it should be paid from where? It should be paid from the tzibur, right? From the public, again, from the shekalim of the public that we collected. Why? Because we're the ones that provided it, right? Remember, they came to the Beit HaMikdash and they paid and they received these birds. So if one of them was pasul, it's our responsibility, meaning the Kodesh's responsibility, Beit HaMikdash's responsibility to pay back and give them a kosher bird. Rabbi Yosef Omer, hamsapek et hakilim, who misapek et pesulot? No, the wholesaler who sold it to the Beit HaMikdash, he's the one that gave them the bird that was pasul. He's the one that needs to go ahead and provide it, right? Similar to the way we had it with the nisachim, right? When it comes to the libations, right? That we don't accept the money until the mizbeach is meratzet, until the mizbeach itself appeases, accepts, right? So this is the same idea over here. When it comes to these birds, right? Same thing, right? And it's true. Meaning halacha is like Rabbi Yosef, as the Yerushalmi says, the person who provides, right? The wholesaler, the person who sold it to the Beit HaMikdash, he would have to also provide the pesulat. And and every time, like we said, Rambam just closes off this perek. Anytime we say that it comes from the public, right? Again, we're talking about it coming from Tirumat Lishka, right? From the Shekalim that we collected, right? From the Shekalim in these 3 kupot, right? The 3 big barrels. And that's where we are taking all this money from Mishel Tzibur.